Hey guys, welcome back to the Send Off Stories podcast. We're Ollie and Ethan, and I thought today I would intro this one just because Ethan himself turned 21 yesterday. That's pretty much what I wanted to say. This morning's been a bit shambolic because, Ethan, you can imagine that he's feeling pretty good.
Yeah. Last night was a good one. We went out and I don't even remember how the day went. I had lunch with my parents and then watched some basketball in the afternoon, which was nice. And then lunch with my other set of parents, and then came back home and went out to, I think it was 4 different places with the boys.
Man.
Rock up to one pub, there's a quiz night going on, so couldn't get in there. Rock up to another pub and walk in and out. Borderline, it was looking a little bit shaky there. And then rock up to another one. It was quite a nice pub, and there was a comedy night on. And yeah,
It was shocking.
Yeah, it was shocking. Like, I think that's the only way to describe it. I think this was like the epitome of midlife crises going on there, as sad as it is to say.
Yeah.
Some of them were funny, but then some of them just genuinely sounded like rants about what they had going on in their lives, which was...
It's like they call for help, eh?
Yeah,
Man.
it was getting a little bit bleak at points. And then we went out and played some pool at the pool house and came back and just kept waffling at the flat, which was nice. But I've seen better days in the morning, eh?
I'm so glad I missed half of those comedy shows. I had to go outside and spill my guts. I cooked a pizza that was, I think, a bit undercooked. And
bet.
Man.
We went outside and saw the whole thing outside, but it's probably TMI already.
Yeah. All right. What are we talking about today?
So today we're going to be looking at the Euros and the fact that there's qualifications on at the moment. As much as we hate the international breaks,
Yeah.
I think this time it's not too bad. It's actually leading up to something, and it's not just random one-off games. So
2 weeks again, is it?
yeah, which is
That's a
all
bit
right. It's kind
annoying,
of stink because we've got my 21st party up in Pukekohe this week.
Yeah,
and it would
yeah.
be nice if we could just watch some footy, chuck some on in the background at the afters, but it is what it is. There's
Oh, well.
and there's unfortunately the rugby on the next morning.
Yeah. It is the World Cup where All Blacks are playing Ireland, so it'll be a good game, but
Yeah.
it's not football.
Yeah, it's not football at the end of the day. So in honour of the international break, we thought we'd look at the Euro 2024 competition, which is starting in June next year and going through to July. We'll be looking at some potential standouts and just some early shouts for things.
Yeah. So I think first of all would be what a good starting point could be players who have been performing well that will probably or hopefully perform well in the first tournament
Yeah.
next year. So we've got a short list. First one being Bowen.
I think
From West Ham.
I think he'll really come in and just be one of those players that English fans don't expect to be like a huge thing.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's quite underrated in general, and people look past him. I definitely look past him. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But
It's
I feel
just
like-
because we haven't really seen him play for England.
Yeah, I feel like he's not got that like huge step other than the European run with West Ham, which has definitely elevated him in a lot of people's eyes, I think.
Heck yeah. Because has he never had a call up to England yet?
I don't think so. I think this is his first, yeah.
Man, yeah, that'll be exciting to see then.
And then another English boy, we've got Colwill from Chelsea coming in. I think the centre-back pool is hard to break into in England, but I think he'd be a breath of fresh air, and I think it'd probably be worth giving him a go.
I still wonder if Southgate, do you think he's going to keep playing Maguire? Because he always does.
I think Maguire's really good. I think he's been good lately in terms of United form, and I think it's criminal that Lindelof has been starting over him because I think he's a good footballer on his day, and lately it's been his day. It just has. And I think when we've got such a injury streak at the moment, it's like, what's the point of not playing him? He's still an international footballer. He's still quality. Like, there's memes about him and everything, but if you watch the way Lindelof has played the last couple of weeks, half of these mistakes he makes or half of the things he just does in general, like Maguire would be getting bagged out for them, completely bagged out.
That's what I think is stink, is you can do the same stuff that Maguire, like if Maguire did, you know he'd be getting flamed, which sucks, but yeah.
We've also got Udogie from Spurs. I'm really excited for this one.
He's good, man.
Italy need to sort it out. Like, they need to actually qualify for the tournament first off. But if they do, I really would like to see him just solidify that left back role.
It'd be kind of nuts if they don't, though, considering they won
Yeah, but they haven't
the
been,
last one.
they haven't been good lately, eh? Like, they just have not been that great.
I mean, bro, they're currently second in their group behind Italy, and they've got the same points as Ukraine and North Macedonia.
Yeah.
So it'd be, if they don't go through, that's a big L.
As well, another player, personally for me, this is my guy.
Your boy?
Rasmus Højlund. I'd love to see him have another run. He, I think, was the top international scorer over that last break or the last Euro qualifiers they were doing. He had like 6 more than Kane.
I think he was. Did he not have the same amount as McTominay?
Yeah, I think they do now.
Oh, yeah.
The other striker.
Yo.
No, I'd love to see him make a really good run with Denmark and just do things. I think Eriksen plays really well for Denmark as well, but we'll crack into that a little bit as well. And then Ferguson from Brighton. I think Ireland could make a really cool little run, and I think that would be something a lot of people would want to see. Like, I think it's cool that Scotland, Ireland, England, Wales, they're all slowly like building things.
Yeah.
And I think Ferguson's a pretty cool story because you see a lot of these players that will commit to playing for their like national country at youth level. Like Ferguson's presumably come through the Ireland ranks in terms of under 16s, under 18s, etc. But you see players like Rice did it and then went to England. And I think it's quite cool that a lot of these players are just looking to stick now. Obviously not all of them, but the ones that do, it's like, it just makes cool stories.
And also, like, slowly their quality would just get better if they don't leave.
100%. Like, it just builds a culture there. It builds all sorts. Like, it's just the way to go, I think.
They're only sitting at 3 points currently, and
how many games are played though?
They've played 5.
Jeez.
I don't know how many they play in the qualifying groups.
Yeah.
But like Netherlands and Greece are both on 9, so they have to do well to qualify.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how the rest of it goes now.
Yeah, for sure.
So some teams that are looking strong. We've got down here England, France. I think that's pretty standard. Like they just have strong squads.
Yeah.
Internationals spread out across Europe in general. But then one for me that I picked out is Netherlands. I quite like the core they've got. A lot of Bundesliga in there, which is interesting. You've got like Marlin. You've got Xavi Simons. You've got Frimpong, like De Ligt, who's injured at the moment.
True.
That's their issue. I went through just before, and there's so many players injured, But there's a really good batch of centre backs, and I think that could be strong for them.
Yeah,
they've got like who is it, Van der Ven from Spurs, who's been unbelievable this season so far.
Yeah, they're playing Timber as well.
Yeah, like no, Timber's still injured. He's out for the whole season. Remember, ACL. But then you've got like De Ligt, you've got Van Dijk, obviously. You've got Skriniar. Like, there's some footballers there. Yeah, like
there's so many.
I think it's going to be a difficult one for the managers to sort out. Portugal, I think that's another cool one. I think they've got some quality footballers in there.
I feel like their team recently, they've got a lot of those younger guys coming through.
Yeah, I like it. I like them getting away from Ronaldo.
Yeah, like they can't rely on him anymore.
No, and you saw them the last couple of years, like he got force-fed the ball.
Yeah,
players would pick him out. And then you give Bruno full reins of that attack and it looks so much better.
When Ronaldo doesn't play for Portugal, they're way more creative.
Yeah, honestly, because people aren't just looking to go down the wing and just like
pass to him.
Get it straight to the guy.
I mean, this list you've put down here with Felix, Neto, Leao, and Jota.
That's a good attack, and that's not all of them listed, and that's not all the talents they've got. So you even chuck a Bernardo Silva on the right if you need to. Like there are some quality footballers there, and I think this is probably their year to make a stake and actually go again.
I mean, considering. They won the 2016,
Yeah. The one where Ada scored. Scored at the right at the end.
That was so cool. I remember watching that live, and
what
I was
a goal.
Man. Yeah.
Ronaldo coaching on the sideline. I quite like the. I'd love to see a really good Antonio Silva run as well. United are linked with him. Crazy good young centre back.
Yeah.
I think he's at. I think it's Benfica. It's one of them. It's Benfica or Porto. Yeah, playing for Benfica. Just like brilliant footballer. He'll properly get a big move following this season, I think. And I think United might even be looking at him for January.
Is he Portuguese?
Yeah, he's good, bro.
There's so many young Portuguese players that come through that league, eh?
Yeah.
It's mental.
And then, we've kind of mentioned outside shouts, but Wales, Denmark, Ireland, Scotland, I think it would be cool for them to just, like, build on the, like, togetherness that they can build on. Like, I think Scotland have a really fun side, like McTominay, Robbo, Kieran Tierney, McGinn.
Yeah.
Like, McGinn's a really cool one as well because he turns up
good.
for it.
Yeah.
And he's just a high presser. He works. He's technical. Like, good footballer. It'll be exciting to see. And then Denmark, I'd love to see go on a run with Højlund and Eriksen. I think that'd be super cool. And then they've got some other quality little players sprinkled around them.
Yeah. I think previously for the Euros as well, like these teams we just mentioned they haven't had the quality.
Yeah.
And because of all these young people like Ferguson and stuff like that coming through, their squads can't be undermined anymore.
Yeah, I think they have a chance now, and I think it's not just like Scotland beat Spain last time out. They're playing Spain again tomorrow morning, and Spain will want their get back, but at the same time, like, it's going to be hard to play them again. Like, if you've lost 2-0 to them, haven't scored a goal, and you've just been ran off the park by, like, hard-working footballers, it's not going to be fun to go do it again. Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
Top goal scorer predictions.
This is hard, man. Like, I feel like this could genuinely go anyway.
Yeah.
First name that comes to mind is Kane, but...
Yeah, I had the same thought. 100%. It just depends on England, though. Like, at the same time, it just depends on England.
Exactly. He can't score if he's not getting fed properly, realistically.
Mbappe's always going to be an option. Like, he just will be up there. It'll be Kane and Mbappe, I think, leading the way again.
Yeah. What's some, like, bold shouts that we can think of?
It's probably not bold, but I'm saying Højlund. Like, I think the way he gets played the ball in the Denmark squad is just like he gets it, and the way he moves and gets around the centre backs, he's got a lot of chances to score goals, and we've seen it already playing for Denmark.
Because he's not just like a sit behind the defence kind of thing, like making behind the runs.
Makes ridiculous runs. Like he peels off defenders. He's technical. Like he's a good footballer, and I think in that system he can really do well. And I think he might just bag a few goals.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I'm just trying to think of who else I think could do extremely well. Looking through the teams at the moment,
I reckon someone like Gakpo could turn up. I think it depends how Netherlands go in general, but I feel like Gakpo could make a little run for it. Depends where they play him as well, because obviously he can play through the middle or out wide.
Yeah. Who else would there be?
I reach for João Felix, but I don't think he's got that output to be that guy that'll score goal after goal. I think he'll be like the assist, or I see a lot of Bruno passing to him or him passing to Bruno and then Bruno getting someone in.
Yeah.
Leao could be a shout then. Leao could be a shout if he starts just putting them in.
Yeah,
that would be interesting. That would be a cool one if he really turned up for the Euros. Like, good footballer, really good footballer, but if he made that really big international stake that a lot of players like do make, and it turns them from these really good footballers to these like complete stars, because we know he's up there already and he's got all of it at his feet. If he had one of those big international runs, I think it would be very cool.
Be massive for his career.
Yeah, 100%.
I would personally love to see Foden do well.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a City player, but I think recently, like, with De Bruyne being out of that team, he's had his chance to, like, prove himself, and he's been playing fairly consistently. And I think if he can hold that form with England...
I think he needs to just step up and produce more output now. And I think if he does that, that's his step as well.
For sure.
That's a good point, though.
What about Greenwood?
Oh, my God. Next question. So, potential flops of the tournament. Going back to Belgium and Spain, I think Belgium's one where people go, they're my dark horse every year, but they just aren't that great.
They were the dark horse in the 2018 World Cup, and then after that, it's been like their squad they haven't gelled. They had so many issues with the World Cup, and that's why their early exit happened.
And I think they missed their gap. Like the Hazard, De Bruyne, like how can you not take advantage of that?
Even their centre backs like Alderweireld and like Vertonghen.
Yeah, I think that was their time. They were really good. Like when Spurs had that run and they only just missed out on winning the league because of Leicester.
Yeah,
those two were really good.
I think their squad's too old, and they haven't. Like, I don't really hear about many young Belgian players coming through and like announcing themselves to the world.
Obviously got Doku, but
like
I don't think there's enough there, and I think De Bruyne needs to. I think he'll be fit for it 100%.
Yeah, now he's had surgery.
Yeah. And it's next year, so he's got time, but interesting. I think Spain as well. I think they just don't have a really good squad, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think Spain always have the chance to do well, and I think it's just like a historic thing, but...
It could be either or, though. Like, they'll either flop or, like we've seen Spain do in the past, they could just...
Turn up.
Being really good.
Who do you hope to see perform well?
Who...
Because I've spoke a bit about Denmark.
Yeah.
They're probably I don't know if they'd be a dark horse, I'd say, and they're probably the team I'm rooting for. But
that's fair. I think I just want to see all of the UK teams do well.
Yeah, like the Scotlands, the Ireland, the Wales.
Like obviously not England because they're expected, but these other teams like where we are seeing these young guys play and not make a move to England if they can.
Yeah,
I think that'd be really cool, and you'll probably hear about some more names after the Euros.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like the Women's World Cup, bro.
Yeah.
It's like similar stuff.
We've kind of spoke about teams that need to perform in the last three. Yeah. We've already touched on that. So that's probably our chat about the Euros today. We're just going to touch on three things about the upcoming. Well, it's still in par with the international break, but we've got the New Zealand games coming up. They've got 4 in total. There's 2 more in November.
Yeah.
But for this month, the games coming up, I think we spoke about it last week, but again, the 14th of October against the Dominican Republic of Congo. I think that one's 5 a.m., early hours of the morning. And then next Wednesday, this will be the good one, against Australia, and that's the return of the Soccer Ashes. So I believe the trophy was found in the last year, and it was found in some like random garage in Australia. Yeah, honestly,
so odd.
Like dead set. This is the case that it's carried in is has been, I think it was at Gallipoli. Like this is a really historic trophy that means a lot to our two nations, and I think it's the coolest thing that it's back. Like
so, it was lost like
for
probably
years,
60s.
For years, yeah.
That's crazy, man.
And the fact it's just been found in some like random Donny's garage.
That's funny because it's been 100 years this year since the trophy was founded.
Yeah, that's
found
cool,
100 years
bro.
later.
That's so cool.
Man.
Yeah, so that game's being played at the GTEC Community Stadium. That's Brentford Stadium, I believe. Yeah, Brentford Stadium. Oh. Yeah. I think that's so cool. Like a little intimate stadium, return of the trophy, like that game is going to be quality.
If we can come out punching, like if we've got, how you've mentioned here, Sarpreet Singh set to return.
Yeah.
If he can play for some of these.
Yeah, Sarpreet Singh, like you get Chris Wood up there and like, if we get our boys in there and actually put up a fight against them, it might be interesting. And then, unfortunately, Dibley Diaz, the Fulham youngster that had come in for the internationals, he's been injured and pulled out of training for the games coming up. I think it's more of a precaution than anything too bad, to be honest. But yeah, it should be an interesting one, and I will definitely be touching on the way these go next week.
Yeah.
I think it's something that we need to chat about, and we'll really want to. I think we'll be filming on the day of the Soccer Ashes one.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting.
Hopefully we come out punching.
Yeah. All right, guys. So that's us for today. Sorry for the shorter episode. It's probably due to the dustiness we're feeling a little bit this morning, as well as we've got a house viewing. We're looking for houses at the moment.
Yeah.
The market's a little bit crook, so trying our best. But we thought we'd come on and just talk about the Euros. Like, it's a big one. It's coming up. And then talk a little bit about the other football. International breaks are hard.
Yeah.
So that's us.
Good.
Thank you.
Cheers for
and
listening.
We'll see you for the next one.
See ya.